Morning all. Hope you guys are able to hear me and able to see the screen which I am sharing. Am I correct?
Yes, Raj.
Okay. So today onwards we are going to start automation classes. First we are going to see the variables and data types and array concepts. Okay. So we are going to see what is meant by variables and what is meant by data types and what is meant by array. But before going to that, we just see about the basic knowledge about the Java. Okay, before going to the variables, data types, and array concepts, let's see the basic concepts about the Java, and then we can move to the variables and data types. Okay, so let me open a document. If after completion of the course, I am going to give a documents in the drive link. Okay, don't worry about the documents. I'm going to share the drive link to you where you can see all the documents, both manual and automation. First, let's see a few things about the automation testing. What is meant by automation testing, and what is meant by Java, and what is meant by automation testing life cycle. We can see the few basic things, and then we can proceed to our today topics: variables, data types, and all other arrays concept. Okay. So first of all, what is meant by automation testing? Why we are doing automation testing? Can anyone of you? Why we are doing automation testing? Any regions, specific regions? Why we are after to the automation testing?
To reduce the manpower and to reduce the time.
Okay. Okay, good. So to reduce the manpower and to reduce the time, most of the things why we are using the automation is to reduce our time. Okay, to complete our task early as soon as possible to deliver the product to the client early. Okay, it's a quality of time, quantity of time. Okay, so here automation testing is a software testing method or technique to test any application, compare the actual result with the expected result. Not only in the automation testing, even in manual testing also, we are going to do the testing which we are comparing that expected result with the actual result. This can be achieved by designing the test scripts using any relevant automation testing tool. Okay, we can achieve this. It's nothing but comparing expected it with actual result. So how can you compare? It can be achieved with some test scripts using some relevant automation tool. Some relevant automation tools. What are the tools we have in the market which we discussed in yesterday's class? We have Selenium, Cypress, WebDriver.io, Playwright. We have different type of tools we have in the market. Different types of tools we have in the market. So here this can be achieved by designing test scripts using any relevant automation testing tool. In manual test cases are executed manually without any proper support from the relevant tool. Okay, here what he is telling, we are not using any tool for the manual testing. However, for automation testing, test cases are executed with the assistance of one of more appropriate tools. It may be Selenium, Cypress, WebDriver IO, whatever it is. Okay. So automation testing is also more reliable as there is less chances of human error. So in the manual testing, there will be some issue with ours sometimes. Okay, sometimes human errors will be there, right? While doing the manual testing, we may miss a few things or we may not understand that logic, and there will be a chance of getting some human errors. But once you are do the automation, once you are do the scripts as per the requirement and conditions, the machine can't do any mistakes. It will go with the flow as per the instructions given. Okay, in manual testing we have to run test cases manually every time based on our need. Hence, it is time consuming. However, in automation testing, once scripts are ready, we can run the test cases any number of time with different combination of data with minimal time. Okay. So what they are telling you here is in automation testing, once scripts are ready, we can run the test cases any number of time with different combination of data. Is nothing but once you have written for the test script for that login page, once we have written the test script for the login page, I already told you for the manual testing people, we have a orange HRM application, right? So I told you to write a test cases for this after manual course is done. So here there is a login page. So initially I will check the credentials admin and admin 123. Afterwards, if I want to check with another set of credentials, no need to write the separate, what we can say, separate script. Just pass the separate data. That's it. Nothing much different. That's what he's telling. Different combination of data with minimal time. The major agenda of the automation testing is to increase the test efficiency and develop software values. To increase the test efficiency and develop software values. And automation testing is useful for the below mentioned aspects: functional test suite, regression test suite, smoke or sanity test suite, build deployment, and test data creation. For these things, the automation testing will be useful. So I already explained you what is meant by regression testing and smoke testing or sanity testing. If you have any doubts, please go to the previous videos and get back to me if you have any doubts. And the people who join newly, if you don't know the regression testing and smoke and sanity, please get back to me. I will explain to you. Okay. Regression testing is nothing but we have, for example, 20 features. Okay. Initially, we developed 10 features and it went to the live. So after that, you are going to develop the 10 new features. Okay. These 10 new features are adding to this existing application, old 10 features. Whenever you guys are adding these 10 features to the existing application, we have to check this existing application, is there any issues in it. Okay, by adding these new changes to the existing applications, is there any features affected which is already went to the live. That is called it as a regression testing. Smoke testing is nothing but in existing application we are going to check the critical functionalities. In existing application, for example, we have 2000 test cases. If we check the 2000 test cases, then it is called it as a regression testing. And out of 2000 there is a critical test cases of 200. 10% cases are very critical. We should check that those first and then we can proceed with the regression testing. Okay, then we are going to do the smoke. These 200 cases is called it as smoke. Sanity is nothing but whenever these new 10 features are added, you have to check these new 10 features functionalities whether it is added to the existing application or not. That is called sanity. Okay, still if you have any doubts you can ask me about the smoke, sanity and regression. The people who join newly, for the people who join to the manual testing, they already know about the difference: regression, retesting, smoke, sanity and all. Okay. And next one is perform automation testing for the below mentioned scenarios of the software. Okay, when we can do the automation. When we can do the automation. Requirements do not change frequently. It means that requirements should be the constant. Then only we can do the automation. If the requirements are changing frequently, then we can't proceed with that. And study software with respect to the manual testing and time crunch and shortage of times for the testing activities, and it is for big projects and project with require the test the same functionality. Okay, in these aspects only we are going to use the automation testing. In these aspects only we are going to do the automation testing. Okay, clear so far here what is meant by automation and why, where we are using and when we are using, why we are using. Here in these three paragraphs you learn why automation, when automation, where automation. These three concepts you seen. Any doubts on it? Please respond, guys. If you are not responding, I can't do anything. If you respond, then only we'll get to know if you guys are getting or
No,
not.
no doubt.
Okay, cool. And next one is automation testing lifecycle. Please feed this concept in your mind. If you are looking for the automation testing job, please feed this in your mind. In manual testing, we have seen software development lifecycle and software testing lifecycle and bug lifecycle. You have seen three life cycles in the manual testing. In the automation testing, you will see one life cycle that is called automation testing life cycle. These four life cycles are very important for the testers to be attend in the interviews. Okay, let's see what is meant by automation testing life cycle. First phase is test automation planning. Okay, let's imagine you got a project that you need to write a automation, a scripts automation framework for that project. So what are the pages you need to follow and what are the steps you need to follow to create a project for it. Okay, first one is test automation planning. Test automation planning is nothing but analyze requirements and analyze the application under test in terms of the object identification and identify test case for the automation. Okay, for example, first of all, I have an application, right? I have an application, this one. I want to write a framework for this application now. What I have to do is first, what is the first phase here? Test automation planning. Test automation planning is nothing but first I have to identify how many pages are there in this application, how many pages are there, and how can I find objects for it, and what type of cases we need to automate. First, you should clear about the what are the pages and what are the cases. That is the first step. And second step is test script design. Test script design is nothing but here if you see this is one page, inside I have almost 12 to 13 pages, total 14 pages I have for this project. For total 14 pages we may have some common reusable functionalities. Is it or not? For example, if I have to write the test script for this login page, or else if I want to write any test case for inside any functionality, the login page will be the same. This is the reusable function, right? This is the reusable function. So I have to take that reusable functions and create page libraries and start designing the steps for it. And if there is any locators, for example, username, password, here, let me open the developer tools, come to this cursor and keep on the password. You will get some locator here, password, right? So I will explain you in the tomorrow class what are web locators and how can you identify the web locators and all those things. Yesterday I already told you one point. The web locators is very important. Total 7 web locators we have. So as like if you order any food in the Zomato or Swiggy, if you share your location, then only that person will deliver you, right? In similar way, we are giving instruction to the system that please keep password in this box, please keep admin in this box, right? So how that system knows? You should give the location of this one, right? You should give the location of username box and password box. How can I give? Click on the username, and this is the thing, placeholder username and all those things, and then password and then login button. You have to give all those things. Okay, you if you give the location, then only that things has to know how it will select. Okay, we'll explain you that web locators concept in detail in the tomorrow. I'm not sure when I schedule this one. Selenium introduction. Okay. Okay, it's not in the tomorrow class, it's in the week 5 class. Here you can see web locators test engine setup. Okay, on the week 5 we are going to see the web locators. Okay, and next we are going to write the test script enhancement. Now I have written the one or two cases I have to improve. It's nothing but I have to enhance the test scripts based on our features. Initially I have written one or two. This project expecting 2000 3000 cases, we have to enhance the test scripts and then run and debug. You have to run the test cases which are written and you have to analyze the reports. That's it, nothing more than that. Okay, some different automation tools, don't go with this one. This will make you to confuse. Just remember automation tools what we have. First one is Selenium, and second one is Cypress, and third one is webdriver.io, and fifth one is we have Playwright. It's a Google tool, it was trending now. And next one we have UFT, it's a designed by the company named HP. Okay, these all are pay tools, guys, don't go with this one. And Selenium is a open source free tool, that's the reason most of the companies are giving priority to the Selenium, and it's a evergreen tool. That's the reason I keep this tool only in the course. Okay, Selenium, Cypress, webdriver.io, and then Playwright, UFT. These are the major tools what we are using in the current era. Okay, and this diagram is very important, guys. Please listen carefully. So it is nothing about the history of the Selenium, how it is came from, like our parents or grandparents, and after that your parent generation, after that your generation, what is generation of your family. In similar way, in the Selenium also there is a generations. Okay, there is a generation. First, the Selenium is taken into the id is nothing but integrated development environment. It's a Firefox add-on. It is only helpful to be work and automate the web application in the Firefox browser only initially. That is called it as a Selenium id, integrated development environment. It's a Firefox add-on that you can only use in the creating relatively simple test cases and test suites. Simple test cases and the test suite. And next one is Selenium RC. Selenium RC is nothing but remote control. Selenium RC is nothing but remote control, allows, also known as the Selenium 1. Okay, now the Selenium 4 is the version current. Selenium 4 is the version current. This is the Selenium 1, Selenium 2, Selenium 3. Selenium 4 came, but most of the people are using up to Selenium 3 only. Okay, it's not yet stable. Selenium 4, up to Selenium 3, the people are using. So if you see here, Selenium integrated development, Selenium remote control is also known as a Selenium 1, which is the first tool that allows user to use the programming language in creating the complex test cases. Complex test cases. In the IDE, we are not able to create a complex test cases. We are just running the basic things. But coming to the remote controls, we are able to create a complex test cases. We are able to create a complex test cases, and then we are having a web driver that is called it as a Selenium. It's a new breakthrough that allows you to test scripts to communicate directly to the browser, therefore control it from the OS level. As we've seen, this is a Firefox add-on, right? We have to add the Selenium ID. You have to download and you have to add it on the Firefox browser level, like this here, right? But coming to the WebDriver, what they will do is, it's a no need to add no need to add in the browser level. It's automatically directly contacting with the operating system. Okay, so just taking the download the driver and then you have to connect with him. Okay, and Selenium Grid is a tool together with RC run parallel tests across different machines. It's nothing but up to WebDriver we are working only with the Firefox browser. When the Selenium Grid is came up to the picture, we are going to work with different browsers: Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Safari. We are going to run with all these types of things. Okay, and next one, what are the advantages of Selenium? Yesterday I already given a shortcut. Advantages of the Selenium is BPP. Just remember this in your mind. Don't tell the answer BPP when you got interviewed in the interviews. Okay, they will immediately cancel your profile. Okay, don't tell, just remember in your mind. That's the reason I am giving the shortcut. Why you are using the Selenium is nothing but browser independent, programming independent, platform independent. Browser independent means you can work with Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Opera, Safari. It will supports everything. And programming independent means you can use any program: Java, C Sharp, Ruby, Perl, PHP, Python. You can use anything. Platform independent means it will be work for Windows, Mac, Linux, CentOS and all those things. Okay, that's the reason why we are using. And where there is advantages, we have some disadvantages as well. Okay, not only for this, whatever it may be, for everything, if there is any advantage, there will be a disadvantage as well. The disadvantage of Selenium here is web services, REST or SOAP cannot be automated using the Selenium. Okay, we can't automate this with the Selenium, and we have to use the API testing for that. Selenium WebDriver requires programming language requirement for the script creation. Okay, Selenium WebDriver, we need to get some one programming language to write a script. That is one of the disadvantages, because we should learn the programming. No vendor support of the tool. No vendor support will be there for the Selenium, as it is a free tool, open source tool. No dedicated company will there for to clear our doubts, as like UFT tool in the HP. This is paid tool, right? As there is no object repository concept in Selenium, maintainability of objects becomes the difficult. Okay, so here there is no object repository concept in the Selenium by storing the web locators into the single file. So due to that, we are having some difficulty with maintaining the web locators for the thing. For reading, writing to the external files and reporting and other customization, we have to rely on external libraries or frameworks. Okay, we have data driven and keyword driven framework. There you can understand this line. Okay, same advantages will also same what I explained here. Okay, this is all about the introduction about the automation. Introduction about the automation, and let me jump into that Java part, and we'll see our concepts now. Yeah, Java introduction. So here you can see that what are the features of Java. Java programming language was developed by the Sun Microsystem in 1995. Now it is a subsidiary of Oracle Corporation. It was taken merged by the company named Oracle. Most important features of the Java language are simple, object-oriented, portable, secured, platform-independent, architectural neutral, high performance, multi-threading, robust, and interpreted. Don't go with remember all those things. If anyone asks you what are the important features, go with 3 to 4, which is very important. It's nothing but the language is simple, it's a object-oriented, and you can go with platform independent where you can work on different operating systems, and multi-threading, it will useful to run the multiple program set. Just remember these four, and while if you are remembering these 4 points is nothing but you should aware about these 4 points as well. Simple is nothing but the Java language is simple to maintain. Object oriented is nothing but it's a oops concept, which are we are going to discuss in the further classes. Polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction, I kept those concepts here. You can see here, you can see OOPS concepts: inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation. These concepts are called as a OOPS. This is very, very important question. Even if you are 10 years or of experience candidate also, that is very important question. And next one, platform independent. It means that it can be worked with different platforms. Multi-threaded. It means that we have a you have to work on the multiple programs. All these things is called it as a features of Java. Okay, so and very important thing here is you should aware about JRE, JVM, JDK. You should aware about these three things before going to know the knowledge of the Java. Before going to learn the Java, you should aware about what is meant by JVM, what is meant by JRE, and what is meant by JDK. JVM is a subpart of JRE. JRE is a subpart of JDK. Okay, so first let's see what is meant by JVM. JVM is a Java virtual machine and it's an abstract machine. We can't see physically, it will exist virtually. It will exist virtually. For example, when you guys are writing any program, here let's take this is a Java program I have taken and I have written in the Java language. Is that machine can understand this language what I have written here? As we are human, we can understand that English language and whatever it is. But this is the mission. The mission can't understand the high level language. The mission understandable language is called it as a mission level language or low level language. It should be there in the zeros and ones binary language. Okay. Am I audible, guys? Are you guys listening?
Yes, Raju.
Okay. So here you can see that the mission can't understand high level language. The mission understandable language is low level language or else binary language or else mission level language. So for that reason what we are doing is we are going to compile that high level language into the byte language. It's nothing but mission level language. We are going to convert the Java code into the byte code. Okay. Whenever you are writing a Java program in any editor, okay, first two compilation process will be done, this one. Later runtime running will be done. In the compile time what it will happen is the code is going to be converted into the binary. Okay, runtime this code is going to be run, this code is going to be run here. That's what he is telling. Same points will be there here. JVM is nothing but it's going to convert the Java code into the mission level language or byte code, which is in the form of zeros and ones with the help of the compiler. With the help of the compiler, that is called JVM. JRE is nothing but a combination of JVM and a set of libraries. Set of libraries, example jar files. Set of libraries, Example, jar files. Here you can see JRE is nothing but Java runtime environment. Java runtime environment. It is nothing but combination of JVM plus some set of libraries and other files. If you see the definition here, JRE is a set of software tools which are used for developing a Java application. It is used to provide the runtime environment and it is the implementation of JVM. It physically exists. It contains a set of libraries for other files that JVM uses at runtime. Okay. And next one, Java development kit. It doesn't mean that JRE plus some development tools. JRE plus some development tools is called it as a JDK. JDK means Java Development Kit. Java Development Kit. It means that JRE plus some development tools, Java C and Java. Java C is nothing but used for the compiling the file. For example, you have written a program for addition of two numbers. Addition of two members. When you are writing for the addition of two numbers, if you want to compile that program, you have to use the Java C space that program file name dot Java. It will help you to compile. And next one is Java. Java is all about the two. 1 minute, guys. Okay. Java is to run the program. After compilation, what we have to do? We have to run, as I said, that we have to run that bytecode, right? So these are the two development tools what we have to run a program in addition to the JRE. That is called JDK. That is called JDK. Okay, here importance of Java in Selenium WebDriver. Same as like which I explained here, the Selenium written in the Java. That is the major important why the Java is importance in the Selenium WebDriver as compared with other languages. Good support for Selenium with Java, and most of the Selenium testers are using Java only. Java is a platform independent language. We can use Java on any operating system like Mac, Windows and Linux, etc. These are the some of the importance of Java in Selenium WebDriver. One thing I am going to tell you guys here, total we have 4 points, right? So by seeing these 4 points, you can imagine that's a very big paragraph. Not only this one, even if you have 10 points or 20 points, you guys are thinking of that we have a big paragraph. It is very difficult to remember. So you no need to remember all those things. So here remember only 3 to 4 points. Each point just remember 2 to 3 words. That's it. Importance of Java in Selenium WebDriver. Why the Java is important in the Selenium WebDriver? Because Selenium is written in a Java. That's it. So as it is written in the Selenium Java, it has a good support. Okay. And next one is most of the testers are using Java only with Selenium. And next one is Java is platform independent. Just see how easy it is to remember these words. Getting my point?
Yes, right.
And next one. These are the some of the syntax rules we have. Java is a case sensitive language and first letter of the class name should be in upper class. First letter of the class name should be in the upper class. If you see, let me open any of the Java program and will show it to you what is meant by class. Let's open src. This is the package name. This is the class name. File name and class name both should be same. Here you can see. This is the class name. The first letter of the class name should be the capital letter. First letter of the class name should be the capital letter. That's what he's telling in this point. And method name should be start with the lowercase letter. Here what is the method name? This is the method name. Method name should be start with the small letter. And next one, interface name should start with the uppercase letter. Package name should be start with the lowercase letter. And no issue even if you have started with the uppercase letter, but please follow the notations. Here package name should be start with the small letter only. By mistake I have taken the capital letter, so you should write in the you should take it in the capital letter only. If you see, this is also package, I have taken in the small letter. Okay, you should take in the small letter. Constant name should be in the upper letters. Constant name is nothing but whenever you are using the variables and data types, we may have some constants, keywords which is used in the Java. That should be in the uppercase letter. First letter, we are talking about only about the first letters. Okay. And Java program file should match with the class name. Here class name is first Java, Program name is first Java. Both are matching or not? If both are matching, then only the program will be executed. Otherwise, it will throw an error. Java program execution starts from the main method, which is mandatory in every Java program. Even every statement should end with the semicolon symbol. Zero code blocks enclosed with the flower brackets. It means that every Java program should be start execution from a main method. Here, this is the main method. Okay, and every function, and even if you don't have any line, it should be open with the flower bracket and closed with the flower bracket, and every line should be ended with the semicolon. That's what three conditions they have given in this one. Okay, create and run a Java program using an Eclipse. I will show you how to create and how to run one program now. Okay, while explaining that, I will explain these comments also. Okay, we have two types of comments. Let me create one class and will show it to you. And let's see these variables and data types concepts. Just now we came to our actual topic. Variables, data types, and arrays. Right. So what I'm going to do is, let me create Eclipse. I think you guys are not aware about how to install the Eclipse in your laptops, right? So I will give a brief overview about the Eclipse, how to install. Just come to the Chrome, Eclipse download for Windows 10 or whatever, Windows 11, whatever you have. Just come to this one. First, click Eclipse download, and here you have the download x8664. Click on this one. Automatically it was getting downloaded, and go to the downloads and double click on that, and next and finish. And that Eclipse is going to be installed in your laptop. And after that, you have to, it will take some time to load all the war files into that, all the packages plugins into the Eclipse tool. And once it is open, you people have to do the same process. Now how I am creating a project. Okay, you will get a screen, that a plain screen. So there will be a few options. Please select Eclipse for Java developer. We have few options. The screen will come, the people who install newly, there you have to select the Eclipse for Java developers. Okay, that's it. And next one is, what you people has to download is, you people has to download Java. Okay, so I will we have a dedicated document I prepared to installations. Here, Selenium WebDriver Eclipse. Okay, this is a document. So in this, you have to install the JDK Eclipse Selenium driver files. Okay, now we are discussing about the Java. Selenium classes are going to be started in from week 4 or week 5. So as of now, just do the required things for the Java. First install the Java and then install the Eclipse. Each and every step is very clearly given in the document. Just go with this document and install. Okay, after downloading the JDK, you should add that into the environment variables. I already given the procedure as well. Launch the environment variables and go to the edit system variables, and you have to give the Java underscore home, and you have to add that path to there. So nothing difficult. Come to the search environment variables, edit the system environment variables, and click on environment variables. Here you have Java underscore home, right? There I have to give the variable name as a Java underscore home. Value is the path where I have that JDK bin folder is available. That's it. After that, click OK and click OK. Then it is going to be affected. Okay. And after that, now let's see how to create. Come to this file, new Java project, and I have taken that project name as a batch number 16. As your batch is 16, I am taking that as a batch number 16. Okay, so let me click on finish. Now there somewhere the batch 16 is created. Let me check where that folder is. Yes, here we have batch number 16. So see the hierarchy, how I am creating a Java class. Okay, after that, what I have to do, right click on that project, come to the new, now create a package. What I said, that while creating the project package, the first letter should be a small letter. First letter should be a small letter. So I'm taking that package as a Java programs. Okay, so and what I'm going to do is click finish. Now the Java programs package is created, and after that come to the new and class. I'm taking that class name as a. Now we are discussing about the data types, right? Data types. And public static void main is click here, default main method, and click on the finish. There that file name is data types, class name is data types. Okay, now the program is created. So now what I'm going to do is, let's see what type of data types we have. Majorly we have two types of data types. First one is primitive data type, second one is non-primitive data type. In non-primitive data type we have only one thing, that is called it as a string. The string is a data type, str is a variable. Data type space variable name equal to variable value. This is the syntax for giving the data types. Okay, in non-primitive we have only one, in primitive we have seven. Let's see what are that seven we have in the primitive data type. First one is integer type. It means that we are going to store the integer values. In again integers we have four types: byte, short integer, normal integer, long integer. Byte integer is nothing but it has only 8 bits. It nothing but 8 bit is nothing but 1 byte. 8 bits is nothing but 1 byte. The memory storage for the byte will be 1 byte. The memory storage for the 16 bits is nothing but 2 bytes, because 1 byte equal to 8 bits. It means that 16 bits means 2 bytes, right? The short memory storage value should be 2 bytes. And integer 32 bits is nothing but 4 bytes. For long we have 8 bytes. You may have one doubt, I can give this int space I equal to 10 also. Instead of 1000, I will give I equal to 10 also. Then you may got one doubt, sir, I can store the 10 value in the int instead of byte, right? So what is the use of these many types of byte, short, integer, long we have? For example, you have two members in the family. Okay, in market we have variants of washing machines. For these two members, this 5000 washing machine is more than enough for your clothes washing, right? We have 30,000 washing machine as well, which will be good for 5 to 10 people. Okay, which one you choose? Out of these two, which one you choose?
5,000.
Yes, you can choose this 30,000 also, but no use. It's a waste of your money, right? If you choose this 5,000 mission, then it will be compatible for these two people. It will be enough, right? So if you, even if you take 30 also, it will work for you two people, but the waste of money, waste of space, right? In similar way, here byte is 1 byte, right? So to store the value 10, 1 byte is enough. If you stored here, remaining 3 bytes will be empty, right? It's a waste of memory. Is it or not? Getting my
Yes.
point?
Yes. Yes.
For the long integer, we are indicating that value as a L. Okay. And relational types, it nothing but numbers with decimal values. If there is no decimal value, then we are going to take it as a integer. If there is a decimal value, we are going to take it as a relational types. We are going to take it as a relational types. And next one is, in relational types, we have a two things: float and double. Float and double. Float means we are going to take two values after the decimal point. Okay, if it is float, we are going to take two numbers after decimal. Okay, if it is double, for example, what is the pi value? 322 by 7. It means that 3.141414, like that I have taken four values. If I want to store it in the float, I have to take only 3.14. If I want to store entire 0.14 then I should take the double. Okay, if you want only two decimals after point, then you can store it in the float. If you want all the values, you can store it in the double. That's it. Okay, characters, for storing a single character. Okay, and Boolean to get the result true or false. To get the result true or false. To get the result true or false. Okay, let me take a few things here. I'm taking int space a equal to 10, and next one will take float space pi equal to 3.14. Yeah, so we should take like this, then only that error got resolved. And next we can take char equal to char space ch equal to, or else I'm giving the name char space. Oh, it's a character, right? We should store only single letter. So char space ch equal to single quotations we are going to see, and then string we can store the name, string space name equal to Raju. Okay, double quotations given all. What happened? String is not taking. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So what I can do now is, let me print. To print, we are going to take system dot out dot println. So there what I'm going to take is, I don't want to print all those things. I just want to print pi value pi. Okay, so let me run this program. How to run this program? Right click on the program, click as run as, and Java application. That is one procedure. Second one is click on the data types, run as Java application, and third one is here run icon, this one. Total three options we have to run. Okay, you can see that output is 3.14. You can see that output is 3.14 now. Let's wait, it's running. Run as Java application. Here you can see 3.14 is a output. 3.14 is a output. Getting guys.
Yes.
And here you can see the variables concepts as well. These are called as a variables. Nothing much specific to discuss about the variables. They are here only, you can see as a variables. To store some values, we are going to take a variable notation. Okay, and next one is arrays. Let me get into the arrays concept. Yeah. Here you can see that array is a collection of similar type of elements that have a contiguous memory location. Here you can see that, 1 minute. Here you can see that this is called as a array. We have two types of array: single dimensional array and two dimensional array. Two dimensional array. In single dimensional array or multi-dimensional array, we have only one thing, that we are going to store a homogeneous data. This is the diagram is for single dimension. We are going to store the homogeneous data. If you want to store the integer, then you store all the values as integer. If you want to store float, if you want to store character, if you want to store string, you should store all boxes as the same type of data. You can't store the first one is integer, second one is float, third one is character, and fourth one is a string. You can't store like that. Okay, it is nothing but a collection of similar type of elements. It's nothing but homogeneous data that have a contiguous memory location. If you store that homogeneous data, automatically it will becomes a contiguous memory location. For example, first I'm going to store 1, 2, 3, 4. All are homogeneous data of integer. The memory location value for one is 1000. For next one is 1002. Next one is 1004, because this one will take 2 bytes as I am giving an integer, and 2 is 1002, 1004. What is the difference between these two and what is the difference between those two? 2. 2. Is it or not? Is it or not, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
This is called contiguous memory location. Contiguous memory location. Okay? Contiguous memory location. And the index value starts from the 0 and ends from the n minus 1, is nothing but size minus 1. If you want to store that 1 into the first box, then what you can do is array name dot, for example, array name is a of index value is 0. I'm going to storing the 1. This is the initialization of values into the array. If I want to store 2 into the second one, index value of this is 1, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. A of 1 equal to 2. Like that we are going to store the values. Like that we are going to store the values. Okay. And here same thing, index starts from 0 to n minus 1. And here one more drawback here is, if once you fix it the size, you can't change. For example, you have given that array size is 7, after you require 10, it's not possible in this array. Okay, there is alternative concepts in the data structures we are going to see in further. Okay, so you can see two types of arrays: single dimensional array, this is the declaration of array, and next one is multi-dimensional array. Is nothing but multi-dimensional array will looks like this matrix. Hope you guys are aware about the matrix in the maths, right? We have rows and columns. Okay, these are rows and these are columns. Okay, how this declaration will be there: zeroth row and first row. In similarly, zeroth column and first column. How can you store the values in this one? Zeroth row and zeroth column, zeroth row and 1th column, 1th row and zeroth column, 1th row and 1th column. Okay, this box will come up to the picture. Okay, this is called two-dimensional array. So this is very very important point, guys, if you want to work with any program. So tomorrow we are going to see one program on this array and we'll move to the next topics, as we have the next topics of tomorrow. What we can see, conditional statements and loops, right? So as those are the small topics, tomorrow we can see that array one sample program and then we'll move to the next one. Okay, so meanwhile you guys has to concentrate on this three-step process. If you want to work with the array, you should aware about this three-step process. First one is declaring an array, second one is constructing an array, and third one is initialization of the array. Is nothing but values, how we are storing. Just now I told here, right, how we are initializing the values. Same thing, but here the name of the array is a, here the name of the array is int array. Okay, so this is what declaring the variable. What is the variable name here? Can any one of you? What is the variable name there?
Int array.
Okay, yes, int array is the variable name there. Int array is the variable name there. And next one is constructing the array. Is nothing but I have to give some data, how many values we are going to store, right? So otherwise we can't. So I'm storing only two values. That's why I'm giving that size is call it as a 2. As it is integer type, I'm taking int of 2. Okay, so this is the construction of array. Variable name equal to new is a keyword which we are using while giving the size of the array. Okay, new is a keyword we are using at the object creation as well. In once your class concept is done, then we can get to know what is meant by object as well. Okay, so as of now, just remember new is a keyword. while we are giving the size to that array. Okay, new space, type of data of that size, and then we are going to initialize. As I said, that index starts from 0, right, and ends from size minus 1. Size is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, equal to 1. So 0th value storing 1, 1th value I am storing 2. Okay, so an array dot sort is nothing but we are going to sort that array. It means that if the data, for example, I have three boxes here. First I am storing 30, second I am storing 1, third I am storing 10. It's not in any ascending or descending order, right? So if I use that array name dot sort, then what will happen is it will get sorted. 1 will come to here, 10 will come to here, 30 will come to here. That array is going to be stored in the ascending order. The array is going to be stored in the ascending order. Getting, guys? Hope you guys clear.
Yes.
Raju, can you repeat the last point? Sorting.
Array dot sort, right?
Yeah.
Array dot sort is used to sort that values into the ascending order. Okay, here this is an array. Let's imagine this is an array. This array name is A R. Let's consider this array name is AR. The values are 30, 1 and 10. It's not in ascending order, right? So if I give that AR dot sort function, AR dot sort function as like this one, what it will happen is this array is going to be get sorted into the ascending order. If we sort this into the ascending order, how the values will be looks like? First box 1 will come, second box 10 will become, and third box 30 will become. Getting my point?
Yes, Raju. Thank you.
Okay, this is all about the concept of array. As we have left over with only 3 minutes, it's not possible to explain the practical example of that array in 3 minutes to make you people to understand. So what we can see is tomorrow in the once the class is started, we can see that array program, practical program, and then we will move to the tomorrow concepts which left here, conditional statements and loops. Okay, mostly tomorrow we have some time, so we'll start with class and object concept as well. Okay, clear so far what topics we discussed in the today?
Yes.
Yes.
If any more doubts you can ask me now, or else we'll close the session for the day. Hema, Priyadarshini, Monica, Nikita, if any one of you guys are applying for the manual testing, please try to apply now. The openings are good for the manual testers. Just go through the LinkedIn and apply. If you have any doubts how to apply for the LinkedIn, please reach out to me. I will help out you. Okay. Okay, done. Any more doubts for the today concepts? If not, we'll close the session for the day. Please let me know, guys.
Raju, how about the opportunities in USA, Raju?
How were the
How
opportunities?
about the opportunities? Yeah, in USA currently.
I'm not sure about the
I'm not
USA
sure about
market
the
at
USA
present.
market. Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm closing the session for the day. Just go through the concepts which I taught. I'm going to share that material one to your chart today. Just go through that material and get back to me if you have any concerns and doubts. Okay. Have a nice day. Thank you all. Just go through that. Any more doubts? Nikita, you're asking something?
Actually, I was up
Yes, yes, you can ask.
and all. Resume preparation is that you will teach us how to prepare and all, no?
Yes, yes. I will teach you that resume preparation as well. As of now, new students are joining that info got from the institute. That's the reason I'm not started explaining the resume preparation. Mostly we discuss the resume preparation and how to apply for the jobs in this week only. Okay, maybe on Thursday or Friday.